They told you he killed a giant, but not what gave him the courage to try. Welcome to What They Don't Tell You. Stories of faith, courage, and truth they forgot to mention. They all laughed at him. A young shepherd boy, with no armor, no sword, and what they thought was no chance. But what they don't tell you is that this wasn't just a fight between a boy and a giant. It was a moment where faith stood against fear and refused to back down. David wasn't a soldier. He was a simple teenage boy who spent his days watching sheep and talking to God in the quiet hills. While everyone else looked at the giant Goliath and saw an enemy too big to fight, David looked at God and saw a power too great to fail. He knew that the size of his problem was nothing compared to the size of his faith. So when Goliath came roaring across the valley, mocking Israel and mocking God, everyone else ran. But not David. King Saul, seeing this young boy's courage, tried to help in the only way he knew how. He offered his own royal armor, a heavy sword, a protective helmet. But David politely refused, taking them off. He said, "I can't fight with these. I've never tested them." He wasn't relying on man-made strength. His confidence came from a different source entirely. Instead, he walked to a nearby stream and picked up 5 smooth stones. No metal, no protection, just simple stones and a deep-seated faith. Goliath laughed when he saw him. "Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks?" he roared, his voice echoing across the battlefield. But David didn't even flinch. He stood his ground and replied, "You come against me with a sword and spear, but I come against you in the name of the Lord." And with those words, he didn't wait, he didn't hesitate. He ran toward the giant, not away, toward. His sling spun once, twice. The smooth stone flew through the air. And in that instant, a sudden silence fell over the entire valley. One shot, one perfectly aimed stone, one heartbeat, and the giant fell. The once terrified battlefield went completely quiet. A shepherd boy had defeated a warrior that no army dared to face. But here's the part of the story they don't always emphasize. It wasn't the stone that won that day. It was the unwavering faith behind it. It was a courage born from a profound trust in something bigger than fear. David didn't wait for the giant to disappear. He faced it head-on, believing that God would meet him right there, in the middle of the battle. And he did. Remember, when God stands beside you, no giant can ever stand before you. Thanks for watching. If this story inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. See you in the next video.